Some people out there are trying to convince you that nutrition is freaking confusing. Nothing could be further from the truth. Here's all you need to know about nutrition. Just 3 little things. Little, but nevertheless highly impactful. Number 1, you eat fatty meat. You only consume plants and seeds for survival, and you avoid dairy and salt. This is all you need to know about what the hell you munch. My recommendation is that you go for ground beef. 80-20 is sustainable long term, but for the meanwhile, because everybody needs some sort of healing, you can very well go for a higher amount of fat, meaning higher than 20%. Make sure it's just meat and fat from the ruminant animal, whether it's beef or lamb or bison, elk, deer, reindeer, goat, whatever. Typically, beef will be the most accessible and lowest price option you can find. But how much do you need to consume a day? A rule of thumb, and please note this is just an approximation, is that you get 1% of your ideal body weight per day. You check online what is your body mass index, and it will tell you the ideal weight for your height according to your gender. 1% is how much you need to consume. In, for example, kilograms, a 65 kilogram person should consume around 650 grams per day, which is 1% of the ideal weight. Next, what you need to drink, what you need to eat. Let's go to the drinking part. Drink water from wild sources and only when you are thirsty. This is as simple as it can go. Here you eat fatty meat, here you drink water. Just nothing could be simpler than this. My recommendation, if you do not have a literal wild source like a spring or a river or just a pond or something, a little creek, you get some spring water or something similar that's within a PET bottle, meaning the plastics don't introduce hormone disruptors into the water. But of course, make sure it's in a dry place away from the sunlight. And thirdly, talking about sunlight, sunbathe and rest whenever you feel like it. That's right, because we have jobs nowadays, we are constantly working and we feel like resting a little bit, we feel like sleeping a little bit more. Just accept that your body just wants to lie down, just wants to rest. Don't be consuming some caffeine, whether it's in your coffee, your cocoa, your tea, your artificial drinks. Don't do that. Instead, actually rest when your body is inclined to do so. It's not something you need to seek, but it's something that you should give in to naturally, like any other animal does. Any wild animal just goes out in the sun when they feel like warming up, and they go out to shading when they feel like cooling off. They sleep or rest whenever they feel like it. This is as natural as can be. But if, for the meanwhile, you are not able to move to a place with a sort of neutral environment where you get some sunny days, some not so sunny, and you're mostly surrounded by cloudy days, that is not healthy for anybody, including most animals, mammals for that matter. So even though natural is ideal, I recommend that you get some lamps for your house that somewhat mimic the sun. I'm not telling you to get a literal solarium because that's very expensive, but try to get all the wavelengths from infrared to ultraviolet so that you can compensate for what you cannot access because of the clouds blocking the sun. And that is it.